Hey guys, Poledoo here, bringing you another ORAS Wi-Fi battle. This is a UU match I had a while ago against Slival. Links to him will be in the description below. The team we're bringing is a team you guys have seen, I think, once before. Against Cat Roast, I think. But we got Dianchi, we got Kamina the Escavalier, we got Blaze the Chandelier, Randy Savage, ooh yeah, the Swampert, Toby the Zatu, and RavMoney.exe, the Porygon 2. My opponent, Slival, is bringing a Darmanitan, powerful Darmanitan, Porygon Z, a Mega Pidgeot, Starmie, Swampert, and a Hitmonchan. So, without further ado, let's get into this battle. So my opponent, Slival, I predicted him to lead off with Darmanitan, you know, use like Scarfed or whatever, they go for the U-turn, or just go straight out for damage right on turn 1, but no, he leads with Hitmonchan going for a fake out. Like, oh, okay. Well, that's definitely wasn't expecting that. But I decided to stay in. He goes for an Earthquake. I really thought he was going to switch out, because he's fighting type, he's not going to appreciate a Moonblast. So I went for a Diamond Storm, predicting him to switch into Darmanitan or Pidgeot, something that would not appreciate a Diamond Storm. Unfortunately, though, he stays in, he eats that up, and I don't even get the defense boost from the Diamond Storm. He goes for a Drain Punch, staying in again, and I just figured, you know what, let's just go for a Moonblast. I don't think he wants to swap out for whatever reason. Moonblast does quite a lot, and that is enough to scare him out, I believe. I switch, or no. I switch out, because I don't want Dianchi to die just yet. I go into Blaze. I've seen 3 of his moves, none of which can hit me because Blaze has the Air Balloon. Then he switches out, and I figured he would switch out, so I decided to take the opportunity to set up a Calm Mind, just get even more power, which works out wonderfully in my favor. And then I'm just hoping I outspeed his Swampert, which luckily I do. I was not sure if I would or how much I outsped it, but Energy Ball, he ain't living. I don't think he would have lived a non-Calm Mind Energy Ball, but especially a Calm Mind Energy Ball. He ain't living. He comes into Darmanitan, decided to stay in. This thing can't really do anything. Maybe if he's packing Stone Edge, that's the only thing he could do. But I decided to risk it. He goes for the U-turn, popping my Air Balloon. I went for a Shadow Ball, and he, I guess, knew that, and goes out into Demigod. I mean, I guess it was kind of obvious. I used Shadow Ball, or I used Energy Ball, so it was either I'm using a Flamethrower, like slash Fire Blast. I run the Flamethrower, or Shadow Ball. He goes into Mega Pidgeot, and I did not expect to outspeed Pidgeot before the Mega Pidgeot stats came in, but I did. I get up another Calm Mind to try and tank more special attacks, but he just whirlwinds me out. But he whirlwinds me out into the powerful Randy Savage. Ooh yeah, Mega Evolve, and it was probably the best thing he could have whirlwinded me out into. He goes for the Hurricane, of course, being faster, but he gets the Confusion. But nothing means nothing, and Randy Savage learns that Ice Punch and doesn't kill it. Unfortunately, I really thought it was gonna kill, but no, leaving in the Sliver left, goes out into Twinkle Toes. As I go for a Waterfall here, I break through Confusion for the 2nd time in a row, and that is a dead Hitmonchan. He was not living that Waterfall. It looked like he might have. It looked like if I got like the minimum of min damage, he might have lived on like 1. But he goes into Porygon Z. I don't know why. So I protected to scout out what he wanted to do, but he just switched right back out into Starmie. Hits me with a Psychic. Randy Savage does not appreciate that, but he still lives it, showing me Starmie is Life Orbed. I go for the Earthquake, and Starmie ain't living an Earthquake today. So Darmanitan comes back out. This Darmanitan comes in and out so much, and I mean, understand, yeah, it has a U-turn. It's kind of what Darmanitan does. I know this thing's choiced. I don't know if it's scarfed or banded at this point, but he goes for the Earthquake, which was a good play on his part because I didn't have any. Well, no, I had one immunity, and Earthquake would have hit anything else pretty hard. So down goes Blaze. I go into Toby. And he switches out, of course, because he's choiced into Earthquake. Wouldn't been a good time for him. I use this opportunity to set up Trick Room like Toby does. Switch back out because I'm choice scarfed, so I can't use the U-turn. Go into Kamina, and poor Kamina. The Tri-Attack comes in, I eat it up, but he gets the freeze. Had he not gotten that freeze, Kamina would have just destroyed. Because he switches into Darmanitan. I decide to stay in, like, come on, first turn dethaw. I don't get it. So, unfortunately, Kamina is going to go down. He Flare Blitzes me, which would dethaw me, but I'm not living a Flare Blitz from a Darmanitan. It's a physical attack. I'm Assault Vest, Special Defense, EVs, and it's times 4 effective. Not living that. So I go into Dianchi, and he switches out, because I still have the Trick Room up. I would have outsped gotten this Diamond Storm off on him. At least, like, unfortunately, he switches out, goes into Porygon Z. Porygon Z does not appreciate that crit. I don't know if that would have done even half without the crit. I'm not entirely sure. But again, I don't get the defense boost, which is upsetting. It wouldn't have really helped against a Porygon Z anyways. But I go into Randy Savage because I don't want to sack Dianchi off just yet. So Randy Savage is at the point where anything he has is going to outspeed him. So it was just time to let him go. He shows me as a Psyshock. So I go into Toby. He goes into Darmanitan. For whatever reason, I go for another Trick Room, and I believe he just tries to U-turn out. I don't remember. I go into Rav. Oh no! I remember. I go into Rav Money because he is my next use for Trick Room. He goes for Flare Blitz. I eat that up. I get Sheer Force from him though. That is amazing. Sheer Force Porygon 2. But I didn't expect him to stay in, so I went to Toxic whatever he was going to bring in, thinking, you know, if I get Toxic, the Pidgeot as it comes in, it'll just take it out. But nope, he stays and goes for another Flare Blitz, and I am faster because the Trick Room's still up, so why not go for the Recover? He'll just do more damage to himself, but he switches out, goes into his own Porygon Z, and the Recover comes in. Trick Room, still up. I think this is the last turn of Trick Room. I go for my Tri-Attack, because there can only be one Porygon on the field, and it is me. RavMoney.exe. Then Trick Room goes back. So, of course, the Darmanitan comes back in, because it wants some vengeance. But I go back into Toby, because I'm not about to have just my Porygon just done work on, but it goes for the U-turn. I didn't expect U-turn. But he brings in Demigod, and so I go for the U-turn. After this Hurricane, you know, I live it. Don't get the confusion, luckily, but I go for the U-turn. Like, you know what? Screw this Pidgeot. I hate it. It lives on like 1. Like, really, Toby, please. I know you're not like attack invested, but please, you couldn't have at least finished him off for me. Come in, Trace and No Guard, not really gonna help. If anything, it's more of a hindrance. Any moves that he has that are below 100 accuracy are gonna hurt. But he switches out. I don't quite know why, because he would have outsped me. But he goes into Darmanitan, taking that Tri-Attack, killing him, and brings Demigod back out, goes for a Hurricane this time, so he could have just Hurricaned and not had to sack off Darmanitan. I'm not quite sure why he did that, but, you know, it happened. It's dead. I'm fine with it. He comes in, hurricanes me, I live it. Don't get the confusion. Thunderbolt taking him out, and that is the game. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this battle. Again, Slival's links will be in the description below. I believe he has a YouTube channel. I'll probably link that and his Twitter. So go show him some love. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.